In a small, picturesque town nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young man named Leo. He was known throughout the town for his enthusiasm and dedication to his craft. Leo had inherited his father's workshop, a place filled with the scent of freshly cut wood and the soft glow of sunlight streaming through dusty windows. He had been a skilled carpenter since his teenage years, learning the trade under his father's watchful eye. Over time, he developed a reputation for creating beautiful furniture, intricate carvings, and sturdy structures that stood the test of time. One day, a wealthy merchant, Mr. Morgan, approached Leo with a grand request. Mr. Morgan had recently purchased an old mansion on the edge of town, and he wanted Leo to design and build a grand wooden staircase that would be the centerpiece of his new home. The staircase needed to be something that would capture the attention of everyone who entered the mansion, a masterpiece that combined elegance with durability. Leo was thrilled by the challenge. He had never undertaken such an ambitious project before, but the opportunity to prove himself was too tempting to resist. He eagerly accepted the job, and after days of planning and gathering the finest materials, he began his work. Every day, Leo worked tirelessly in the mansion, measuring and cutting each piece of wood with precision. He visualized the staircase in his mind, imagining how each step would flow seamlessly into the next, leading to the upper floors of the grand house. He worked late into the evenings, often losing track of time as he became absorbed in his craft. As the staircase began to take shape, townspeople would occasionally stop by to admire Leo's progress. They marveled at the intricate designs he carved into the banisters and the smooth finish of the steps. Leo's confidence grew with each compliment, and he poured his heart and soul into the project. Finally, after weeks of hard work, the staircase was complete. Leo stood back and admired his creation with a sense of pride and accomplishment. The wood gleamed in the soft light, and the elegant curves of the banister seemed to flow like water. It was, in his eyes, a flawless work of art. The next day, Mr. Morgan came to inspect the staircase. Leo was eager to hear the merchant's praise and prepared to bask in the glory of a job well done. However, as Mr. Morgan carefully walked up the stairs, his expression changed. He paused halfway up and ran his hand along one of the steps, then turned to Leo with a concerned look. "Leo, there's a problem," Mr. Morgan said gently. "This step here, it's slightly off-center." Leo's heart sank. He hadn't noticed the mistake in his rush to finish the project. The step in question was indeed misaligned, and though the error was small, it disrupted the flow of the entire staircase. Leo felt a wave of embarrassment wash over him. How could he have missed such a crucial detail? He had been so focused on making everything perfect that he hadn't taken the time to double-check his work. Seeing the disappointment on Leo's face, Mr. Morgan placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Leo, everyone makes mistakes," he said kindly. "What matters is how you respond to them. The true measure of a craftsman isn't in never making mistakes, but in how he handles them when they happen." Leo nodded, though he still felt a deep sense of failure. He couldn't let this mistake define his work. With renewed determination, he set out to fix the error. He carefully removed the flawed step, taking extra care not to damage the surrounding wood. Then, he remeasured the area, making sure that every angle and cut was precise. As he worked, Leo reflected on the lesson Mr. Morgan had imparted. He realized that mistakes were a natural part of the creative process. They were opportunities to learn and grow, not signs of incompetence. By facing the mistake head-on and correcting it, Leo knew he could turn this setback into a valuable experience. He was committed to getting it right this time. As he carefully installed the new step, he felt a sense of satisfaction knowing that he had done everything in his power to make the staircase as perfect as possible. When Mr. Morgan returned to see the finished work, he was impressed by Leo's dedication and the flawless result. The staircase, now complete and without a single flaw, was a true masterpiece. Mr. Morgan smiled warmly at Leo. "You've done a remarkable job, Leo," he said. "This staircase isn't just a testament to your skill, but to your character. You turned a mistake into an opportunity to improve, and that's something truly admirable." Leo beamed with pride, not just for the praise, but for the lesson he had learned. He realized that making mistakes was an inevitable part of life, but it was how he responded to them that truly mattered. From that moment on, whenever he encountered an error in his work or life, he no longer saw it as a failure. Instead, he viewed it as a chance to learn, adapt, and become better.